Avery. I'm going to be filming a 2-month on T update video later today, but I wanted to take my shot before I headed out to the gym, and I also wanted to record it for the first time and show y'all my process, although I'm almost 100% sure it's just like anybody else, but why not? So I got a bunch of syringes, only using one though. I use up to 1 milliliter, but right now I'm still on my low dose, so I only fill it to 0.25. I have my alcohol wipe, I have my testosterone, and I've got 2 needles. Pink one is bigger gauge, and this is what I use to draw, and the blue one is what I use to inject, which is smaller. Use 2 different ones because the testosterone is pretty thick. So it's easier to draw with a thicker needle. Alright, this still makes me really nervous, and I'm always scared that I'm gonna mess it up somehow. But it's just my nerves, and I know that I know what I'm doing, and everything's fine. Just gotta be careful. Smart. I use like the back of the syringe one as my kind of like clean space, so I put like this, I'll lay it on top of it, like I know nothing's touched it. I'll put my needles on top of it, open up the pink one right here, attach these, just kind of push it in a bit, turn, not too much. I've put it on too tight before, and I've literally had to get a new syringe because I couldn't take it off, so not too tight, but not too loose. Lay it down. I like to open up my wipe now, and wipe off the top of the bottle a bit. I don't know why, I just do. Take this, take off plastic covering. Before I put it in, I like to pull it out, so the first thing I do when I put it in is push air out because we don't want bubbles. So pull the syringe out already, then put it in, flip it over to push it in. You can see the air bubbles coming out of the top. And back, takes them in. Doesn't matter how much. Push it all the way back in again. Make sure no bubbles get caught, which is good. Didn't. And then lastly, you pull it out again to where you need it to be. Usually a tiny bit more than the 0.25 for me right now because, you know, you push it out of it, you flick it, make sure there's no air bubbles in that bitch. Alright, cool. One tiny bit more. Flip it over again, pull it straight out. I'm done with this. I'm gonna put the plastic back on. I don't know why I'm talking through this. Like, the plan wasn't to like make this a walkthrough. I was just gonna like film it and not talk, but I'm talking. Whatever. Alright. So I'm gonna put this down real quick. I'm gonna open up the blue baby right here. Put it down just so it's ready. It's kind of difficult because you don't want to like take off this. You just gotta take the pink part. Not difficult. Never mind. Put that back down. Done with pink. Don't need it anymore. Take Mr. Blue. Put it on just like you put on Mr. Pink. And there you have it. Key shot, ready to go. 0.25 milliliters. Then of course, before I give myself a shot, which did I do last time? I think I did this leg last time. I'm gonna do this leg today. Switch it up a bit, why not? Doctor says make sure my leg is totally relaxed. If I wanna know where exactly to put it, it's like, you know, more my upper thigh, and then I can flex, and you know where the most amount of muscle is right here. That's where I'm gonna do it. So unflex, still know the area. Take my alcohol wipe, wipe down a big area because I'm scared that I'm gonna miss it, even though this is huge. There's nothing wrong with taking precautions. Take a few deep breaths, because this is scary and it takes a lot of guts to shoot yourself with a needle and tell yourself it's gonna be okay and it doesn't hurt, so long as you put it in fast. Oh, I hate this. It's literally like, I'm not just like being weird because I'm filming myself right now. Like, I literally am so awkward every time before I need to take a shot. I just like sit here and just like, do I do it? I have to do it. No one else is gonna do it. Actually, people would do it, but I don't want to let anyone do it. Why would I let someone stab me with a needle who's not a doctor? I feel like that's gonna change in the future, but right now, no. Alright, trigger warning. This is gonna go on my leg. Oh, I forgot to push it out. See, I'm a dumbass. What the fuck is wrong with me? Good. See, tiny bubbles are okay. There is a tiny bubble, even though I hate it. Apparently it's okay, just as long as there's nothing big. Push a bit of it out. And we're good to go. Bear with me as I convince myself every week to do this. Maybe I'm just gonna make this its own video. It's already at like fuck. I gotta watch my mouth. We're at like 9 minutes already. Hopefully I can cut a lot of my random talking out. So, doctor says, squeeze the leg, helps with the pain. Gotta make my muscles keep like clenching because I'm nervous. And that hurts when my muscles clench. I like to like pretend that I'm doing it just so I know the speed, because when I was first taught to do it, my doctor literally said, put it in like you're throwing a dart. And I was like, what? Why would I do that? That sounds terrifying and it sounds like it's gonna hurt. And she was like, no, it's gonna hurt the least. So I was like, okay. And she was right. I mean, obviously it still hurts. It's a little pinch, but then like 2 shots ago, I decided to try out putting it in a little bit slower than I had been, and bad idea, bad idea. Dart is the way to go. TGIF, everyone. It's in. It's a little bit difficult to push it all because it's thick. There it is, everyone. Shot, done. And you just pull it out quickly. Usually take the alcohol wipe. I just put pressure on it. I don't use Band-Aids anymore. Put the plastic piece back on the needle. No need to take it off. I have a sharps container, a little mini sharps container that my mom got me from her gynecology office that she works at. And I just put everything in there, all the needles and stuff. The trash, the wipe, I just throw into the trash can, but yeah. I don't even know if I'm in focus. Fuck, whatever. Anyway, my battery died. So this is my 10th shot, 2 months and 1 week on T-video, finally at double digits. Thank you for experiencing this with me. It was great. only 2 more shots before I get my blood work done, send it back to my doctors on the East Coast, and they decide whether I'm gonna move up to a normal dosage, which is essentially doubling the dosage that I'm on now. So if that happens, I'm excited because that means more change at a faster rate, which isn't that what we all want? Have a great rest of your day or week, or I hope you have a good life, and I hope it's treating you well. And if it's not, then it will. It'll get better, I promise. Okay, bye.